Alright, I guess we're gonna head over here. And likely get to the main game now.
Almost like the day of the battle. I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it. The Tanakh, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King of Ard, a fragile peace has been negotiated. And indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tanakh might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
The Sun King.
They're bringing back all the characters from the first game.
It's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now? Please?
Itamin, quiet.
It's true. We bear gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace. But I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion. Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but Who's it? Vanasha.
Quick. Better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
Upgrades.
Try it on.
It's beautiful.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
A new spear for a new game. What'd you do with the old one? She fucking throws it away. Toss that shit. Oh, I used this for a whole fucking game. It's a piece of shit. Get rid of it.
New spear. Should be a workbench around here I can use.
Okay. There's your friends. The workbench must be back there. So you talk to people from the last game who likely will have nothing to do with this game.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger. Twice the size. Covered in gold and jewels. But I was quite certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I'd hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger. But it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. To Nox territory.
Shout out to Haze Demon who re-upped his membership for 6 months. Thank you, Haze Demon.
Well, perhaps Murad already told you, but after years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce in hopes of a lasting peace. Another embassy will be held in just a day or two.
Oh, there's dialogue choices. What the hell?
When you say years of hostility, I assume you mean the Red Raids?
Ah, yes. My favorite subject.
I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to know.
As you know, my father raided all the border tribes. The Asuram, Banuk, and Nora suffered greatly, resisting as best they could. But none fought back like the Tanakh. They rose up and assaulted our western front at Barren Light, sweeping us from their lands. Getting them to talk to us again after that was tricky.
What makes this coming embassy so special?
Well, just like today, it is special. because of the guest. Our delegation will meet with the Tanakh just outside Barren Light. We'll give them treasure, and they'll return a prisoner. Fashav, one of our finest soldiers.
Soldier? Don't you mean raider?
No, not in this case. Fashav is my cousin, nothing like Helis and his ilk. He joined the Western expedition with the hopes of reining in certain excesses. But he was captured during a heroic defense of our forward base at Cinnabar Sands, and has been held ever since.
Alright, let's just get out of here. This is all pointless backstory that probably will have nothing to do with this game, I bet.
There's something I must ask you. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really the time.
But it has to be. The way you left before, there's no way to know when I'll see you again.
Oh my god, this guy.
I'm
Fucking
not
idiot.
trying to stop you, or hold you back. But I need to know, when your mission is over, will you return to Meridian? And stay?
No, fuck you.
Long enough for us to
No.
spend time to get to know each other properly.
Look at you, you
perhaps.
idiot. Who would want to spend time with you? You got a chair on your back. Flashpoints offer moments of emotional choice. How Aloy expresses her personality is up to you. If you choose the fist, Aloy will confront the challenge directly. If you choose the mind, Aloy will use her insight to find a clever, less obvious approach. If you choose the heart, Aloy will express compassion or give voice to her deepest convictions. So, basically, this choice will piss him off. This choice will basically make him think you want to be romantic with him, while this choice is more like the brain move. Leave your options open so you can maybe have him as an ally later without pissing him off, but without committing to anything. This is the big brain move right here.
Avad, the situation calls for a higher perspective. The threat I'm facing endangers not just Meridian, but a lot of other places too. A lot of innocent people. What happens between us, it's not important. At least, not yet.
Big brain moves.
I'm acting like a fool. It's supposed to be the king who calls for a higher perspective. Please accept my apology. And my wishes for your success.
Haha.
Goodbye, Aloy. As always, our hopes ride with you.
Thanks, stupid. What a rube. He's the king and he's a fucking moron. Okay, I thought there was another waypoint. Here we go. It was loading.
Dowager Queen Masadi.
Blessed champion. Itamen, what do you say?
My humblest thanks to you, great champion, for delivering my mother and me from Sunfall, and for defending our holy city against the forces of Shadow. Did I say right?
Bleh.
You said it fine, Edmund. And you're welcome.
Champion, will you teach me how to shoot like a real machine hunter?
No.
I have to go on an important mission, Prince.
To save the world?
Something like that. But when I come back, I could give you a few tips. It would be an honor.
We owe you our lives, champion, and we will not forget. May the sun light your way.
Watch out for Thunderjaws, champion.
Thunderjaws are the, aren't they those crocodiles? The giant robot crocodiles, I think. If I remember correctly. There's another thing over here. These are all little story snippets from the first game, but I get the feeling they do this. If you played the first game, this is kind of fan service. But I don't think it's going to have any... I don't think it's going to have any bearing on the story.
This machine was the last line of defense for Hades. It dragged the orb up here and then nearly killed me, but...
Yeah, this was the final boss, the
it's just a
Deathbringer.
piece of scrap now.
Yeah. It's kind of neat that the beginning of the game starts in the boss arena from the last game. That was actually well thought out, I feel. How many games do that, right? None. I don't think ever. Have you ever played a game, it's the sequel, and the first thing you do is you go to the boss arena from the last game to kind of retrace your steps and recap everything that happened? No, never that happened. This is actually well done, in my opinion. Thunderjaws are the giant T-Rexes. Oh shit, never mind. Then what the hell are the, what are the crocodiles? We gotta get to the workbench. It said it was over here. Upstairs? Oh.
There.
Alright.
The workbench.
Along with these two, these were side characters from the first game, remember?
Uthid. Fanasha. Thanks for being here.
Wouldn't miss it, even if you did leave us hanging after the big battle.
Vanasha, stop. She's here now, isn't she?
For the moment. But I see that look on her face. She's got business to attend to, and it isn't in Meridian.
You know, I didn't vanish before because I wanted to. I had...
Little Huntress, please. You don't have to justify yourself to us. You saved our butts. If you've got to go, go. With our blessing.
Snap Maws? They were called Snap Maws. Okay. Snap Maw Thunderjaw. That's why I got them confused. They sound similar.
You both look like you're doing well.
Mr. Shiny Pants here is now the Sun King's senior military advisor. That means people actually have to listen to him talk. May the sun bless their sorry souls.
At least I say something of substance every once in a while.
What was that? I just fell asleep while you were talking.
And how about you, Vanasha?
I've been looking after Nasadi and Edaman. 2 parts bodyguard, 1 part...
Bad influence.
Huh. I was gonna say nanny, but I like your version better.
Wow. And what happened to the Shadow Karja?
It's been months since I was in Sunfall. What's become of the Shadow Karja?
After you wiped out the eclipse, there were hardly any priests or officers left to terrorize the little people.
Avad offered amnesty to all who were forced to serve the Shadow. So the commoners cleaned out the citadel and handed it back to him. The Sundom was unified.
Avad wanted Uthid to take command of the garrison there, but Captain Cudley here refused. Rumor has it that he wanted to stay close to me here in Meridian.
That's nonsense, of course.
So, if you remember, the Shadow Karja were the human antagonists of the first game. They were the ones who were like the rival tribe trying to take over and everything. And you fought them in the end. I remember at the end I had the hologram armor on. And I was fighting the freaking boss on the stairwell and stuff. I remember all that. Cool. Diminutive Demon says Soul Reaver 2 actually begins right at the end of the first game. Oh, I never played the Soul Reaver games.
Well, I know. You're out. Go! Away with you.
Always an honor, champion.
Always a pleasure. But please, Little Huntress, come back someday and tell us about your adventures. If I can't get in trouble, at least I can hear about yours.
Okay. Now we can modify the spear and move on with the game. If it loads. Spear upgrade.
Okay. Master override installed. Plus, something new. To store up and release energy.
See you later, Tyrone.
Resonator. Should help in a fight.
Return to Murad and Varl by doing frontal rolls through everything.
Is that the time? Or do you want to chat some more with your friends?
It is time. Time to go.
I better get going. And if I'm headed west, it sounds like I'll need rite of passage from the Tenakth, as you said. Where exactly is this embassy going to be held?
Past the Daunt, the canyon that marks the western border of the Sundom. You'll find the fortress of Barren Light at its farthest edge. The embassy will take place just beyond its gates. It's a long march, a fortnight on foot.
A couple of days hard riding should get us there.
Actually, it might be better to rest here tonight. Head out in the morning.
She's gonna abandon his ass. She is. They're gonna pretend like we're resting, and she's gonna leave in the middle of the night and leave them behind. Anyway, Daniel says, definitely feel like the Horizon universe has enough content to make its own movies. Yeah, I definitely could. I think it could. Especially if Uncharted can be a movie. This could certainly be a movie. Only, hopefully, they wouldn't change the fucking plot and ruin it like they did with Uncharted. But anyway, cool. What did I say? Like, it's not predictable that this would happen, right? It's cool that the friggin' creature has headlamps. I want headlights on my horse. Oh, we got lyrics. What's up, Guts? What's up, Be Rich? So now the game really begins. Yep, I called it. Here we go. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, Jackrabbit. Nice production values in the intro. Beautiful. You know what I also like? They're not forcing you to go back to the areas you were in the first game and redo them, which a lot of sequels do. They're just saying, nope, you're going further west to a whole new area. You feel like you're moving on with progression rather than going back to where you started. That's good.
Beyond the shore, this weight of root and rot, I long to reach the other, to find the path we lost.
Oh, a big boy. Yeah, you know what is funny though? It seems like they retconned the DLC, right? Because the DLC is after the plot of the main game, where she goes up to the Snowy Mountain area, and this kind of wrote that off. Well, unless what they're saying is she spent months up there, and that's what she was. Maybe that's what it is. This takes place 6 months after the end of the first game, so maybe she was doing the DLC stuff then. Maybe. Horizon, Forbidden West. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. $70 down the drain. Look at this guy.
Sparks to steel. Never seen anyone use one of those to get around.
Makes you can hack them.
Is that how I get to Barren Light?
Yes, I mean usually, but not today. Not yet.
And why is that?
Well, the Daunt. The whole valley. It's infested with machines.
You see him down there, moving
I
around.
can't handle machines.
Oh, I'm sure you can, but I'm under strict orders not to operate until the whistle down at Chainscrape sounds the all clear.
Look, I didn't come all this way just to stand around and wait. I'll crank that car down myself if I have to.
Well, but then who would crank it back up? Fine, fine. Though, should anyone ask, it might be best to say you forced me.
She kicked my ass, man. She kicked me in the balls 3 times. Reach the
I
dawn.
see smoke, but not a lot of activity.
Smoke's probably coming from something the machines wrecked.
Those graphics are outstanding, but I like to spend my skill point. Deep concentration. Concentration depletes more slowly, prolonging use, which is what this was. So it's just the same thing again, right? Yeah. Can you do a second level of this? No. Concentration regen. It says it will regenerate faster. And then once you get all 3, you can get the master level. See that? Okay. Gee, survivor? What's my first level survivor? Medicinal berries provide more healing and will heal you faster. Okay. Silent strike will deal more damage. Approach an enemy undetected. Okay, we know what that is. The stealth takedown. Take less damage when mounted. Okay. Place traps faster when on the field. First, strike an enemy with a melee attacks to build up energy on your spear. When fully charged, tap R2 to energize your target with a special attack. Look at that. So basically, you hit them a few times, then you energize them, they get stunned, and then you can finish them. Yes, that sounds great. Let's get that. That sounds really good. All right, excellent.
As for the quiet,
All right, here we go. Look at this.
There's a work stoppage in effect because of all the fuss.
Woo, look at that
What
view.
sort of machines are causing the trouble?
Nasty ones and lots of them.
Great detail.
Bristlebacks, they're called. The strangeness is, they're not native to the Dodge. Just showed up, all of a sudden.
No hunters to kill them?
Oh, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross over.
You see enemies
Boss
below,
of
see that?
Chainscrape. He is self-appointed. Work stoppage was his
Cool.
idea.
Yeah, well,
And it's an item right there. She's green.
Got an
Where did
embassy
you get
to
it?
attend.
You should have said. That ain't gonna happen no time soon.
What are you talking about?
What's up, Kevin?
Hear that? That's your answer.
Who is that?
Karja's son priest. Ranked him down yesterday, about an hour before the machine trouble started. He's a very important man, or so he says. That embassy at Barren Light, he's the one supposed to run it. Ha!
Great.
You know what's funny? These graphics are so good. You know what they remind me of? All those trailers we saw for Beyond Good and Evil 2 many years ago. But the funny part was those were trailers, and this is the real in-game gameplay now.
Insolence. Thanks to you, I was forced to spend the night shivering in the tent, exposed to attack. I might have died. Oh, me you refuse to transport, but not this... what? This Nora girl? This savage? Besides, scallywag.
What is
Scallywag.
That's Aloy.
Studious Wadis.
Aloy, you know, savior of Meridian.
Really? Well, that lessens the insult, I suppose.
I came here for the embassy at Barren Light. Way I hear it, so did you.
Well, not with the valley infested. And so did Ahriman proclaim the Sun Priests most precious and worthy of safekeeping. See Scripture. I shall head to Barren Light when the captain of the Vanguard tells me the way is clear, and not a moment sooner.
Fine. Captain's a friend of mine, you know? Where is Errand? Wouldn't mind speaking to someone a little more action, a little less scroll.
Wadis.
Studious Wadis.
Studious Wadis sent Errand and another Vanguard out at daybreak to clear the way.
And so at daybreak...
Hey!
Oh, shut up.
Down the valley then?
Yeah, said they checked the ruins on the left bank for tracks. Take it from there.
Okay. I hear there's a work stoppage. Any way to upgrade my gear?
I'll bet the smith in Chainscrape would let you use his workbench. As for the bristlebacks, you might want to craft some acid arrows. Hitting their canisters with those will take them down quick.
Aha.
Thanks. I'll find Errand and I'll bring him back. Hey.
Haha.
Where do you think you're going?
What? To the top of the ridge. To wait in safety.
Sorry. Operator's under strict orders. No passengers till the whistle blows, right?
That's right. Best start cranking.
Why?
Haha.
Why?
Jorf, would you kindly escort Studious to Chainscrape and wait for me there?
You got it.
I will find Errand, and I will help clear a path. But after that, no more excuses. Barren Light. Embassy.
If such be the will of the sun.
It will be. Trust me.
Alright. Go to Chainscrape and then find Errand. We got some objectives. And we got some items to loot. A ton of items to loot, apparently.
I gotta find Errand. But it might be good to hit Chainscrape first and upgrade my bow.
Commander's Mandate. A short scroll. Mandate Commander Nozar. Residents of Dawn are hereby within informed of the following. The gates between Barren Light and No Man's Land are hereby shut. Ordered, signed, and sealed. Blah, 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 blah. So pretty much nothing important there. Okay. Let's see here. Well, I'm going to Beyond Good and Evil 2. It's still in development hell, and we have no idea if and when it's ever coming out. I would say no. Just guessing. Daniel says, do you think motion capture and voice acting will ever reach enough acclaim to participate in the Oscars since practically acting at this point? It should, but I have no idea if it ever will. It should, though. The actors are acting just like normal actors. And a lot of them, in some cases, are doing action scenes and all kinds of shit. They should get credit for it. I don't know why they don't. Besides the fact that it's not traditional acting, and the Academy can't really get it through their fucking heads that not everything is traditional anymore and that things change. Okay. What do we got here? A fire. Quick save. Manual save. Fast travel. Free. We finally get to save. Let's do this first save of the game. After 2.5 hour intro. Thank you to ERT plus Y76P for a super chat. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that you guys have still been supporting through super chats and the like. Although, I don't know, support dramatically slowed down on this stream. I haven't had a tip for over 2 hours. And super chats also are dead. Didn't even get a new membership today. Now, do you want me to be honest with you? I thought this was going to happen. I actually did. Because the same thing happened when I played Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm not even kidding. Viewership wasn't great. People complained the game was too boring. And support was also slow. The entire playthrough that I played that game. Now, here we are 5 years later. I thought maybe things would be different. People tell me all the time, oh, don't worry, you know, things have changed. The audience is different. But it certainly doesn't seem that way to me, at least for this game. It seems like this will be the kind of game you take your time, you open world, explore, have fun, platforming, good plot, and people will complain constantly. And, you know, you get to a point where it's like, I'm kind of numb to it at this point. Like, I like the game so far. I'm not in love with it. I'm not, admittedly. We basically just got through the intro. So, you know, I'm having a good time with it. But, no, I'm not going to drop it. Idiots already drop it. Go back to Dying Light 2. No. No. This game interests me way more than Dying Light 2 right now. And I want to play it. You know, maybe it's the fact that today was release day. A lot of people are actually playing it for themselves at home, right? And maybe in a couple days' time when I come back to it, then they'll come back to tune into the streams and maybe support them. I don't know. Personally, is it a concern that the first day things slow down like this? No, not really. I know this is going to be a lengthy playthrough. I'm alternating this with King of Fighters this week, so good variety in that regard. But I certainly hope that it's not a pattern. You know what I mean? I hope that it's not like this forever. It sucks. Today, here I am playing the game. It's like dead silent in the stream chat. I'm like, what's going on? No one's talking to me. You know, there's really nothing I can do about that kind of stuff. The game's fun. I'm playing it. I'm having a good time. It's not like the game sucks. It's not like I'm being terrible at the game or whatever, and people, it's not entertaining. It's just, I don't know. So it's one of those things. So hopefully it will pick up, and I think it will actually within a day or two. And I'm playing it again tonight as the late stream, but Then tomorrow I'm doing King of Fighters. Completely different, right? And then after that, coming back to this on Sunday. Most people who are playing this game will have probably played it non-stop between now and then, and will be way ahead of me. So, hopefully we will get some more people on Sunday, and maybe we'll get a little bit more support. Yeah, is it disheartening that I've been playing for over 2 hours and there's no support coming in? Yes. I'm not gonna lie. At the same time, I'm not gonna freak out about it either. It's not the end of the world or anything. But, you know, again, I certainly hope that things do improve. So, okay. I'm just gonna go right to the town to start. And then we should go to the town first before we do too much side stuff.
Find some my stash later.
Okay.
It must be Chainscrape.
Swaggin says, this is the mentality I see with these style games. People always expect you to struggle and fail at games. It's why I had recommended a tougher mode to spice it up. It's a weird mentality that people have. And it's weird to me because we just had an entire month of January. What do I do in January? I played Skyrim. I played Resident Evil 4. It's not like I struggled in those games or whatever. They were fun to play. It was good to go back and play some retro games like that. And I'm still playing Skyrim as it is right now. And quite frankly, both attendance and support for those games was better than today, the premiere of a hot new game that people have been waiting for 5 years. You know? Again, I said on the pre-stream the same thing. I said I'm past the point where I'm trying to predict or figure out how this stuff works, because I don't think it really does have any consistent way that it works at this point. It just seems to me like it is what it is, and you just go with the flow, you know? And when you're going with the flow, you just enjoy what you're doing. I like the game so far. Let's keep going. I like the graphics, you know? I'm sure the plot's going to get interesting and better. So let's go. And hopefully things do pick up, and hopefully it's not a playthrough that I'm playing for 2-3 weeks, if longer, and every time I play it's slow. I hope not.
Outlander approaching. Is that the Savior? Wanna come in, Savior?
Alright, Chainscrape.
Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Door servers.
Good enough for me.
By the Forge.
Petra?
Aloy, what are you doing here? About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
It's nice to see you too.
And not a moment too soon. Come on. Damn brewery's the only thing I can count on in this place.
Yeah, I heard. Machines, work stoppage.
Oh, those are just the latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Our land, not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland?
You've heard of him.
Yeah.
But he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh.
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
Ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flamehair, good to see you. You've got to move on.
Petra.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
What a critical choice.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
Aha, I would like to have an upgraded bow. That would be good. Right up here. Who's this guy? The bowsmith?
Workbench is free if you need to tinker with that gear.
Hakund?
Shop looks closed.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
That wasn't much of an explanation, but okay.
Shop's closed.
Kevin Bernstein did a super chat. He says, why not do men game poll to see what we want to watch? Kevin, can I ask you a favor? Can you take a little bit more time to type out your super chat messages? I have no idea what the hell you just said. I really have no idea. I'm trying to interpret, but I think I need a special codex or something. It shouldn't be that hard to read your message and get the gist. Okay, weapon upgrades. There are 2 bow upgrades available. Let's see here. Frost blasting, the Frost Blast Sling and the Hunter's Bow. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at the Hunter's Bow. We have level 1, 2, and 3 upgrades. At level 1, it says it will increase. Is that damage or I can't really tell. Yeah, base damage increase. It looks like armor breaking increase. And then I guess, is that saying that we can craft a new kind of arrow? I think it's saying you can unlock a new kind of arrow. Okay. So, upgrade complete. Acid Hunter arrow is now available. And they had recommended that we get these acid arrows to fight this new enemy type that's around here. Okay? Now, I could keep upgrading, but I want to take a look at the other stuff too. So, the Frost Blast Sling, it'll increase the damage of the Frost Blast. And at level 3, I get a new slot, but it's not really that big of a difference if you take a look between them. And I could do another level of this. Hold on. There's other things too. Outfit upgrade. Okay. The well-worn armor. Here we go. So this will give us melee +2, impact +2. Acid +8, right? Or 6? Alright, let's do it. Alright. This one. We could do this one too if we wanted. This one actually gets a shock bonus even though we don't have shock. This will give a bonus to concentration regeneration. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Level 3 can't do, you need Fanghorn Antlers, so that's a no-go. Trap crafting, blast traps. Oh, you could just craft them from here if you want. Meh, let's not do that right now. We don't have the ability to craft this until we have meat, which we don't have yet. Pouch upgrades, need boar hides. We don't have boar hides yet. Special gear. That's unique. There's 3 more in the story, apparently. Alright, so let's go back. Let's upgrade Hunter Bow to level 2. There you go. Can't do 3 yet. You need the Burrower Sound Shell. And then I guess we might as well do them all, right? We could do them all. We could do this. Yep. I think this was intentional, right? They actually wanted you to do all these base level upgrades now. I'm not going to craft any of the trap. Well, I'll craft 1 trap. Ah, fuck it. I'll craft 2. You can only craft 3 total. Fuck it. I'll craft 3. Okay, now we've done everything we could possibly do at this workbench all in one go. So there you go. Okay, let's see. Well, so ERT plus 76p did a super chat. Says, Kevin rephrase the super chat. Then he did it again. Said Kevin picked help my username. Wow. Then Dennis Flonasel did a super chat saying Kevin actually has a good idea. Ask him about it. Okay. Someone said my voice sounds strained. When I woke up this morning, my throat was pretty gunked up. And it does feel a little like swollen / gunked up today. It could be the way I slept. Who knows? I have no idea. But, I'm doing my best. I know I sound a little weird. Who knows? Who cares? I'm so used to it. Certainly not the worst I've ever been. Ah. Okay. Alright. We did a lot of upgrades.
You're welcome to use the workbench.
An ammo that deals acid damage is now available in your inventory. Use focus to scan enemies, see if they're weak to acid. Hitting enemies with acid will build up the corroding state. Once in the state, an enemy's armor takes damage over time and has reduced damage resistance. Shoot acid canisters with acid arrows to detonate them and trigger a large explosion. So,
Should be useful.
acid arrows, right? Apparently we have 10 out of 10. We're already
I just
full.
need to find Errand and help him clear the bristlebacks.
Okay.
Hope to catch you soon.
What is this? Oh, your stash. Yeah, this is in every settlement. I'm remembering this now. When you gather items behind carrying capacity, it goes into your stash. Okay. What's in there now? Nothing. Wait. These are in my stash? They are. These are apparently in my stash.
Hello!
They won't let me do any commerce? They won't. Look at this. They won't let me interact with them. I guess we can't buy anything yet. You can craft, but you can't buy yet. Side quest? Milduff. Parasolo did a super chat. It's a shout out for Warrior 3 looks promising. Will you play it? Unless it comes out in a time that things are dead, no. I'm already playing way too many games as is, and there's no way I can take on any new games right now. I know it's supposed to be like a first-person shooter with some quirkiness to it. And it looks interesting, but yeah, how could I possibly play anything else right now? There's no way, you know. Okay. Talk to Midliff.
Hey, Milduff. Milduff. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hole.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, stupid.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Okay.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
Okay.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly.
But?
But my special griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients.
Why is it flickering? You
there's
notice
nothing
that's
I can do.
flickering?
Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients. A few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Milduff. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
Don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
So it's a side quest. That sounds like a bunch of repetitive gathering. If I happen upon those items, maybe I'll do it, but I'm not going to go out of my way. Unknown machine. What is this?
No one wants to play strike.
Machine strike. What is this?
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
Just to find the pieces?
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original, straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Oh my god, it's definitely side stuff. is this? Beginner's tutorial.
All right, let's start off simple.
Oh,
the
no.
Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points.
Oh,
To win the
no.
game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Okay.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health.
I thought it was like an action-based board game. I didn't know it was going to be
Okay,
a
that's enough
boring
for now. Let's just
strategy
play.
game.
I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward.
I seriously have to do this? I can't get out of it. I have to do it now.
And remember, each machine can take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now,
Fuck you, I'm cheating. No, they won't let me.
perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so we're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece when you'll be testing a machine and you're so and this.
Oh. Let's keep going.
You were a smart one. Finished. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that second machine of yours. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can try.
What? Oh, okay.
Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now some players like to take a risk but so use it. Let's try doing that. That's about it for your turn then.
Yikes.
Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, right here, let me show you. Now off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have your machine. Go ahead. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece, and by the it's over. Now we put good news. You're good, which means that's now. But that just remember you'd be. I know. It's a but you might behave though the or no I. Now I could think.
Holy shit.
Back anytime,
Okay,
guys.
thanks. That was really exciting. Yes, I'm really happy that I did that. Thanks a lot. Okay. I'll probably never do that ever again, just being honest. Wow. Okay.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand.
That was impressively boring and
Wasn't
annoying.
expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
What's in there? Spit?
That's a blast from the bellows.
Ugh,
Won't
fuck.
fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table!
Stupid.
Ah, don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
Alright, what brought you
you'd
here?
be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
Bristlebacks.
So the bristlebacks in the
Which
dump.
we need to use the acid on, right? What's wrong with this fucking guy?
Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies.
I'll see you tonight,
Olvin was
Guts.
none too
Sounds
pleased.
good.
Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks and the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja slavers.
Alright, and Olvin apparently is the guy causing all the problems in town.
So about Olvind.
Around here, everything's about Olvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
Blah. 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 Boy, I waited 5 years for the sequel to the epic action-adventure game Horizon Zero Dawn. The first open town we get to, let's talk politics.
This
Ugh.
concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvind?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Okay, we gotta go.
Well,
We got some background, I
going.
guess, on the town.
Thanks for the drink, Petra. I'm glad I stopped by.
Anytime, Flamehair.
I thought we get like side quests or something for the character. I didn't think it was gonna be that. Like that was pretty much the opposite of what I was expecting. It seems like the game is gonna be very heavily politically based, right? It certainly seems that way. My eyebrows. A complaint form smudged with ash and filled with angry glyphs that I'm not going to read. Who's that? There's someone purple down there. Why are certain people purple, but not others? I guess you could interact with the purple people. If the people are purple, then the purple people can be interacted with for the purposes of purple people purpling. Okay, there's a side quest right here, and then we'll save. Let's see what this side quest is, and then we'll save up.
The bristlebacks threaten us all. Oh, Rocky. We all know that the
Purple people. Hey, purple person. Oh, this is Olvin. This is the leader.
Kind of payment.
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior,
Hi, purple people.
What auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior.
What's up, Navajo?
Freeholder.
I'll try that out in a second.
So,
His name's Freeloader?
What could have dragged you away from the fine
what?
silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement?
He took the name
Your
Freeloader.
saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, let's get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast.
Let's just talk about the bristlebacks.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town. But with the threat out there, I'm not endangering innocent Osram lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle.
Okay, so this is the side quest we need to do. Take out the bristlebacks. Yep.
I bet he's in the tavern.
So now that magistrate went to the tavern, you can go there to figure out what he wanted. But let's save up. And tonight I'm going to play a second stream of this, and we're going to make some progress. Actually, I almost feel like we're just now about to do gameplay. You know what I mean? Like, that most definitely was the intro. And now we're finally heading into what the real game's going to be, so... Alright, guys, so first of all, Navajo, I'd like to shout out the super chat here. Navajo69 says, good to see that you're doing good. I've been a fan since your first playthrough of Heavy Rain. I plan on being a part of your streams. Sounds good. Thank you, Navajo. I appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing you more. Alright, guys, so here's the deal. 3 hours in. 2-hour intro. A little bit of backstory. Got to the first town. And now you have the choice. Do you just want to go on with your main quest, or do you want to do some side stuff? We'll probably do these bristlebacks things. We'll see what this other guy wants at the tavern, and go from there. I'm playing it again tonight, 2 more hours. So I hope that you guys will join me for that, and we'll see how it goes. I would say definitely the major thing about the game is the graphics. They're insanely good here on PS5. Look at this still, right? It looks like a fucking... The graphics of this game look like the high-end pre-rendered cutscenes from old games, but that's the game. You know what I mean? So we've gotten there. We've actually gotten to the point where the graphics are this good. Now I'm hoping, let's get to the gameplay, right? We didn't get to it yet, but we will tonight, hopefully. That's why I actually decided I wanted to do a whole day of this on launch day so we could actually get to the meat of the gameplay, because I had a feeling the intro was going to hold us up from doing that. So, tonight, we should see more of that. What I would like to say is thank you, everyone, for chilling with me. Thank you, everyone who did support the stream, even though the support, for some odd reason, froze over 2 hours ago. I do appreciate those who did chill, supported, and had a good time with me. And I hope that you'll come back later tonight for more if you can. If you watch this on demand on YouTube, please, quick reminder, it is a new playthrough, and a great way that you can help out the channel is by liking these videos and leaving comments on them, okay? All right, so, until just a few hours when we continue on, thanks. See you then. Cool.